Hello everyone, it's Marcos here from Rowdy Rustic with another renovation update. So last video we showed some demo that we were doing. Brother and sister-in-law came out, and thank you to you both again for helping us out. As we started to tear more of the tile out in the shower here, sadly we noticed more termite damage. You can see here in the insulation, the termites were burrowing tunnels. Go over here. Likely, as I start to tear more of this out, we're going to be finding more damage. Another thing that we noticed is over here on the joists and the flooring. Let's see if you can see this. Right here, we have some more termite tunnels in our floor joists. So what we did is we called our bug people and asked them for a termite inspection. So we had one of their technicians or inspectors out here. They looked at everything. They looked around the property, determined that yes, it's clearly termite damage. They sent another technician out who's actually going to be the gentleman who services our property. He looked around at everything. He came inside here and looked at the damage that I just showed you. Well, the damage over here as well, which I should show again for context. As you can see, rotting as well as termite damage over here. So he looked at all of this, and for once, we actually got some good news. So the good news is, according to the inspector that came over, the second one, who's more of like the technician, this does not look like recent termite damage to him. Originally, they were going to put traps inside the house as well as outside on the perimeter. He didn't see actual termites, he didn't see eggs, things like that. He doesn't think there's a point in putting them inside yet. He did say though, as we start to tear away more of this tile, more of that insulation, if we find more damage, to let him know, he'll come out and look at it. And if they do determine that it's new termite activity, that they'll put traps on the inside. That, like I said, that technician came, put traps around our house, which I'll show some of those. They're gonna keep coming and checking those and just keep a track of activity. We're gonna keep track of what we find as we tear all this stuff out as I finally finish this. This is brutal work, I'm not gonna lie. This stuff does not come off easily. Part of it is kind of fun. If you guys watched our last video, I got to sling the sledgehammer, but it is tough work. So next steps, hopefully today or tomorrow, our friends from our little plateau homestead, so Carol, some of his boys, they helped us last time you saw in a previous video, but they're gonna come over and help us put the footings in. I ordered some concrete. Concrete was delivered today by Lowe's. Thank you, Lowe's. We're not sponsored by Lowe's, but like I said, if you want to sponsor us, you can. Let's go out and look at the concrete, because we got a lot of concrete. The driver was so awesome. He actually parked it underneath kind of our porch here. Beautiful, beautiful bag of concrete. So next, now that we have our concrete, we also purchased a concrete mixer. You saw how many bags of concrete we have. That would be a big pain in the butt to try and mix it all by hand. Next, I gotta assemble that concrete mixer, and then we're gonna have our friends from our little plateau homestead, Carol, that is. So either today or tomorrow, depending on his availability, we're gonna have him come over. We're gonna pour concrete for the footings that are gonna hold the pillars up. They're gonna hold the beam up. So let's go get that concrete mixer assembled. little wrinkle in the assembly of the cement mixer here. Unfortunately, it requires, the directions state here, a gasket sealer not included. Fortunately, I'm gonna have to stop for a bit and head into town and pick up some gasket sealer. Kinda stinks because it's one of the disadvantages of living so far away from town, but it has to get done. We're postponing it. I don't think that Carol's gonna be able to make it out tonight. I wouldn't expect that of him. He's been kind of waiting to hear back from y'all, most of the day, and I've been trying to get this thing done. This thing has been stinking stubborn, especially this part. I think I've never assembled something like this before. And I didn't fully understand how this worked. So this especially has been really difficult to get on. I think just because I didn't understand how it works. But essentially to tip this, you actually pull this away. It has these little notches here. So that thing was tricky, but the whole thing's kind of tricky. Yeah, I'm gonna have to head into town. Gonna have to get some gasket sealer. So yeah, to be continued.